Okay.
Busy aspect of Hebrew.
Hello, yeah. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. No. Or what else do I say? Depending on your region. Yeah, over here is afternoon. So good afternoon. I'm very glad to have you watch this video. And today we're talking about a topic that is very interesting to all the TBCians. Yeah. Before I begin, my name is Nzik Ukam. I'm glad to take you through on this video. Yeah, this is just number 17 of my broadcast, still pushing through, and hopefully I get to bigger numbers, right? Wow. So we're discussing on how to help your prospects become TVCians. How to help your prospects to become TVCians. If you look at the previous videos, taken time to discuss steps on getting prospects, some rules, covering it, how to go about prospecting, follow up, and the rest. Part of follow up, we're discussing how to turn your prospects to actual TVCians who become members of the community. So that's the point we want to give attention to right now, because it's very important to get it straight, especially when you labor to get a prospect, and then you'll be following up, but you don't actually know how to close up. Okay, so at the end you become discouraged. Yeah, it's possible to become discouraged when maybe after much of your effort does not. Yes, it happens. So that's why we want to give attention to this. Remember, the bottom line is that we are in the community. We're interested in enjoying some little bit of cash flow. In fact, if you were to get like $100 a day or a week in what scenario, I think you will say that you're doing well in the community. Of course, everyone will enjoy to do that. So that is why we want to see how we can get it right. Okay. Now, before I continue, I would like to say, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Just click on the subscription button, and then that bell that will come up, the bell logo. Just click on it. The essence of this is for you to get notification whenever I post new video, or maybe I come out live like this. You'll be notified, right? So just subscribe to this channel if so that you can get more updates. All right. Now let's begin. Now, what are the common mistakes that people make when they are prospecting, when they are following through their prospects? Okay. When they are, you've gone to see him, do this, do that again. What are the common mistakes people do? You understand? We want to highlight them. Like I mentioned in the last video, that the very essence of following up a prospect is to provide education and understanding. All right, it's not for you to just go and tell him, please come and sign up, you need to be here. No, there's nothing should stop you. So you begin to persuade the individual to beg him to sign up and collect a TBC wallet, or maybe to even invest in TBC. So, like we had discussed, it's not easy for that to happen because the prospect does not understand. Your prospect need to understand why he gets a free wallet, why you need to pay wallet fee, and why it needs to be even part of the TBC community. All right. So that is why the first thing we understand as the extent of the entire exercise of following up our prospects is to provide education and understanding to them. Okay. So if we have that in the back of our mind, to do it right. Okay. Now, when we are having this in mind, we want to also note that, because it's one of the common mistake people make. They believe that the individual will automatically, maybe some they call them and say, "Oh, come on, Mr. Okon, come," or Mr. Hanson, or Mr. Johnson, or whatever the name is, come, and then, come on, that thing you told me, just come and get some money and sign me up. Come and get some money, and I want to make investment. It doesn't happen like that every time. In short, in rare cases that it happens, few occasions it may happen, but it doesn't happen every time. All right. So just take this notice. All right. It doesn't happen like that every time. So don't just wait until the person calls you to tell you, oh, based on what the discussion we had last, what you told me about TBC. So I'm calling you to come and take this money and do this and do that for me. It may not work, and it may never work. So what you need to do, what is necessary to do, is for you to guide your prospect to that decision. You are the one to guide your prospect to taking such decision. All right. So that is why we are, in fact, having this section, this discussion now, so that you can learn how you can guide your prospect to such decision of becoming a TBCian. Now, understand one thing, that a very key, very important key to succeeding in guiding your prospect is is your posture. Your posture. A combination of your posture and even good question is important. You need a good posture. No. What we say posture, I'm talking about the way you carry yourself. Okay, the way you carry yourself. So with that, it means that you don't need to look bad. Okay, physically your appearance shouldn't be bad. It shouldn't be unkempt. You shouldn't look whatever language you may use, that is for the person. No, it's not fine to appear like that. And then it's not also good for you to lack confidence when you're talking to your prospects. You see, so some people make the mistake, maybe because the individual may be a relative, or could be your associate or someone you know. You see, so because of that, after you are presented TBC, you follow up with TBC, and the next thing you do is, please, I need some transport. Can you give me transport? You are telling your prospects, somebody you went to prospect, you're asking him for transport, your TP, back to where you were coming from. Just imagine that. So you're individually, you're indirectly telling him, or directly or indirectly telling him that, or her, that, come on, this TBC business is nothing to write home about. Come on, don't sign up. I was joking that time when I told you to, have an investment in TBC. Saying, okay, so don't do that. That will be not good. Okay, good to have a good posture, and then you carry yourself well. That's what I mean. And then ask good question that will help your prospect to, think twice, to think well. We're going to discuss that in detail. But what you want to be to avoid whole exercise, I think I've noted some few things here. That is being emotionally attached. I've discussed this before. When you become emotionally attached to the entire exercise, immediately there is rejection. You're going to be hurt. Then two, don't assume that they will join. Oh, the prospect, they're telling the prospect, maybe because of how you feel about the entire thing, you are trying to believing that it should start up immediately. Okay, so this is an opportunity it shouldn't miss. So by the time he didn't do it, and you're like, come on, so this guy rejected TBC. This guy, I believe in him so much. Now look at this. So can't work. It can't work. So that is the point. Don't assume that the person, this person must be the, never assume. Now, lack of preparation is another problem people face. They go to prospect people, but they are not ready to, to take action. They're not ready. We'll discuss that in detail too. Now, people also get there while trying to follow through their prospects, and the next thing they do is they go and talk too much. They will talk, begin to mention what blockchain is, or what blockchain is not, the blockchain, all the theories, and then they want to mention they now come into cryptocurrency in general. When they're through with all the prospect, all the theory, they now enter TBC, the mission, the vision, and everything. They tell a lot of, they mention a lot of things, and at the end of it all, see, nothing can happen because the individual, you are just trying to, impress the individual of so much your wealth of knowledge and understanding about the entire thing. So you're not there to close any sale. So at the end of it all, person will say, "Wow, that means this thing is a lot of education here. I'll have to." So if I sign up this, I have to grab all these things. Talk like this man. So that's also a challenge. So don't do that. Mistakes that people make as they are going out to prospects. Now let's look at how what are the steps that you can take to guide your prospects to it for a good decision. Okay, what are the steps can help you to guide your prospects to taking the right decision? Okay, and join the TBC community. Remember, we're discussing on how you can help your prospect become a TBCian. Don't forget how you can help your prospect TBCian. So now the steps now that you can guide them to take the right decision to become the TBCian is number one, don't be emotionally attached. I had mentioned mistake, so do not be emotionally attached. Okay, when you go out there to prospect, okay, you are meeting your president. Don't become emotional, and even when you are talking to him or her, don't make it look at. It will sense it when you are emotional. It will sense it. So don't become emotional. Try to talk put everything on him. Try to tell him, oh, nah, there is no reason he should reject this opportunity. In fact, this opportunity means a lifetime for him. Is a lifetime opportunity for him. It's a lifetime opportunity for. In fact, you're making it look as if that if he doesn't sign up, okay, become a TBCian, there's something that's going to miss in your life. Okay, so you're making it look as if it's a do or die affair. Okay, so why should he say no? No? Come on, he shouldn't have said no. Something that he should not object. Come on, you're not in his mind. You don't know him, so you don't know what is going through at that particular time. Okay, so if you become emotionally attached to it, you can even be putting him under pressure, and at the end, he will like, wow, let this guy go so that I can be in peace. See the danger. So if you are to guide your prospect to make a sound decision, don't be emotional when you are there. So just become emotionally detached, completely remove yourself from the entire exercise, remove your heart, remove your mind. Just have it in mind that you want to help this individual to understand what TBC is and to take the right decision. So you are there to provide education. Okay, you are there to help him to understand and to make the right decision in life. That's just what you are trying to do. So don't try to be too pushy, trying to force it on just kind of things. So just detach yourself. Step number one, like I said, remove yourself from the entire exercise. Remove your mind, your heart, so that at the end you don't get yourself hurt. All right. Now, number two is don't be very assuming that person said The man, there's the right person. This guy, I'm telling you, point me. Who said so? Oh, this is my pal. Everything I tell him, he likes taking it. He would never disappoint me. If I tell him 5 things, he take 5. Okay, so that's how close we are. So I'm very sure he's not gonna reject this. Wow! Don't just think that way. If you think that way, you don't know what our situation has changed. You don't know what the emotional makeup of his as at that time. You approach him, or you were talking to him. So you might get the wrong answer. So don't never assume that he is the right person to take the action. He's the right person to collect the wallet and then make an investment. Don't do that. Okay. Understand one thing. Your goal is to help the person to understand. It's education. Okay. Your goal is education. So now that you are there to help him to take a sound decision, you have to do something that should make him think, help him to to follow through and see the benefits that he is to enjoy in the entire, if he signs up, okay, if he become a physician. So help him to see what he stand to gain, okay, what are the benefits of belonging to the community, what are the chances that this can bring him success. Okay, so these are the things you have to help the individual to understand first. To provide these key things, let him learn and understand that these things actually that cryptocurrency like TBC works and that there are benefits. Let him see these benefits maybe in people or in you through your story, or like we mentioned, like one of a series, okay, story mention story, how story play a major role in helping you in prospecting. So as you follow up, some of those stories can be there, the testimonies of others, yours as well, and other people around you. It's time for you to feed them with positive things that will help them to get, you know, to understand that, oh, if I delay any further, I'll be harming myself. Okay, I'll be losing out in something. So before I lose out, come on, uh take an action right away. So help him see the need to do that. Okay, don't push, don't assume that he's somebody that should not say no, or somebody that shouldn't say no. No, 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 no. Don't assume that. Just do the right thing. Now, another thing that people, as number three, point number three, that can help you guide your prospect to become a TBCian is assure them of your support. Okay, assure them of your support. Many times when we go out there prospecting, talking to people about TBC, okay, one of the things we normally do is maybe we tell them about the opportunity that exists, the cryptocurrency, how it appreciates, the fortune that can come out of it. We mentioned a lot of things that, all the success. We mentioned how others succeed in it. Now, remember that right now in the TBC wallet, there's no cash out button, and it would never be, because there's none in any cryptocurrency wallet. So the people may be wondering how they will be able to make a withdrawal. How will they do this? So there should be an assurance of somehow of the support. You can help them until they are on their feet to be able to prospect, exchange the coin for goods and services, or even in exchange for cash, and help them to also see that the main vision of TBC. Let that assurance be there that you'll be there for him or her. You'll be there to help the individual to get to get his destination. Let him see that you are supportive, that it's going to be part of a team, part of a community, that it would not be left alone. Okay, in the entire process. So let him understand that, oh, when you join the community, you're not going to be an island. You're not going to walk alone. No, because anybody that says that immediately I join this community, I will be alone. There is no support for me. Oh, the person will do what? Will try to avoid. Maybe you may already be feeling incompetent. May already have been feeling that he doesn't know much about cryptocurrency. He doesn't know more about TVC. So now see that support that he is not assured that he's going to get that kind of support that is going to, help him to move forward until he finds his feet to be fully independent, to become a leader in the future. If he's not seeing that assurance, it look as if you're just coming in, you're after his money to come and get his money and walk away. Okay, or just come and get his money and put in what sort of things in quote, and then off you go. So let him see the sincerity in you, the how open you are to gardeners, and the possibility of working together, and the availability of the community for him to have access to and to work alongside with him. Possibly other resources available, the tools that TBC have that can help him to be successful. Tell him about some of these things that can, make him become part of a global community. Help him to see this in practical ways. Okay, that way he himself would know that, oh, if I become part of this, if I become a TBCian, that means I am part of a community. All right, so let him see this practically. Let it be. Teach him how to these things happen. Make the information available. Show him by example. Show him what he needs to know. Tell him what he needs to do. Okay, let him see that assurance that he's going to have that support. All the information that is necessary for him to get, just put him through so that he see that he's going to miss a lot if he's not part of. Let it be something that will be coming across his mind. Let him see the benefits as he unfolds. Okay, including that support. Let him see that as well. Now, number 4 thing that can help you to guide your prospect to become a TBCian is be always prepared. There's a time, there's how you can be discussing with him and explaining things to him. And the next thing is that, if I want to get a wallet now, how do I do it? How do I start? And you're like, oh, you need to open a wallet for you. And then, so to do that, I will need a device and will do this. Okay, sorry. And maybe let me come back tomorrow. Can I be next tomorrow? Will you be around tomorrow? Will you be in the evening so that I can bring my laptop or can bring my tablet, or I would have bought a data by that time? I will have data in my a phone or my tablet so that I will be able to sign you up. Come on, that's not the way to go about it. Be prepared. Let it be that when you are gradually taking him out, you say, okay, how can I start? Okay, you just on your device and follow through on a registration. Okay, even if it's you that is trying to give him a free wallet, let it be that at that point that you can do so. It's not something that you need to go and come back. Okay, just be ready at all times. Be ready to be able to to sign the individual up. Be able to hook him up. Let him see how he can join the community immediately. The confidence he see, the preparation that he has seen in you, knowing that you shows that you are very serious. Okay, shows that very serious. Therefore means that TBC is not for unserious people. That is for serious people, and you are serious with it. Okay, so it is this habit that they will also see as he's joining, so that when he become a TBCian, he will also see the need to always be ready. Okay, and then help his own prospect to take action on time. You have to be ready. Be ready with your device, with your data on, so that you can sign up at every point in time. Be ready to show details. Be ready to open your back office to teach. Be ready, have something handy that you can present at all times, that you can help the individual to take more action. Come on. This is very, very important. You have to be ready with all your, as in with all the devices, with everything that is necessary to um, help your prospect become a TBCian. Don't postpone. It's not something you say you want to go and come back. You wouldn't speak well. Look as if you are not serious. Who wants to be unserious? Do you want to appear unserious in front of your prospects? I know you don't like that. and you will never do it. Okay, so therefore it's very important that at every time you are going for prospecting, you are going for you are trying to follow up your prospects. Okay, you will always be ready to take action in case an opportunity opens. Okay, should be ready. Now, the number 5 points that you need to take note of, and the last point is that you need to be good. You have to be a good listener. Okay, you have to be a good listener, and then ask good questions. These things are very important. Now, let me ask you this. Okay, have you been to a hospital? Believe you've been to a hospital before, and then you see a consultant, a doctor, something they call consultant, that is about to maybe that's talking to you, trying to diagnose some things, figure out what is wrong with you. If you have noticed, what they normally do is they ask series of questions. They don't just come and say, you say you're not well. Okay, if you are not well, just go and do tests. What would the test be? Okay, what kind of test would it be? So how will it solve your problem if it doesn't know what your problem is, what you're suffering from? So that is why the consultant or the doctor consultant would first of all ask you what is wrong with you. You talk. Okay, where do you feel the pains? How often does it come? Okay, when last did you feel it? Okay, how when it comes, what are the frequency? He will ask you a series of questions. Sometimes you can even feel embarrassed. You get tired sometimes answering the question. But but the point is that he is trying to get to know the root of the matter. At that point, he's not bothered about his qualification as a doctor, trying to impress you with big grammars about a lot of things that about medical record I should have know about medical or medicine that might be the problem with you by that time. No. So much of that grammar is not necessary. At that point, he listens to you because he knows that you have a problem. You're not sound health wise. So he wants to know actually what is wrong with you so that he can be able to offer the right solution. So what can you learn from that as you're prospecting? Okay, when you reach your prospects, there's no need for you to talk too much. Don't talk all the long details. There's no need to provide to talk and over talk, and so that it does not even have an opportunity to say hi. No, it's better to just ask some questions. If you have given material for him to read, okay, it's now for you to ask good question, not the wrong kind of question like how do you see this, how do you see it, or what do you think, about TBC? That is a kind of an open ending, or open, how do I put this? It's open to an ending, response. The person can tell you anything. Okay, can tell you anything. No, that's not the kind of question. You ask question like, what do you like about TBC? What do you like about this business? What do you like about this investment? What do you like about being in the community? Okay, that's it. Just ask something that will help him to talk the positive aspect of it. Let it be that there's something he has seen positively about TBC that he would like to comment about. Okay. Maybe the material, I say, at what point do you think you can start up? What is in this thing that what is it in TBC that you have seen that it impressed you so much that would, if you were to start up? Okay, see, let it be there are some things that is able to express, because that will be your stronghold. That will be what you will use, to highlight to him the reason why you start up. If he tells you that he like the way TBC appreciates, say fine. You can now use that point each time you are trying to follow up. Remember that if you had invested in TBC 6 years ago, or maybe 6 months ago, by now your TBC would have appreciated to this. So he will see the value because he loved the appreciative part. So he will see it. Okay, if he likes the fact that oh, TBC can be coin. The whole entire concept is very fine. That you're not being oppressed by elites, and come on, at least you've heard what he likes most about TBC. It will give you the leeway, something to leverage on why you are following up on him. See, so you that to use that to help him sign up immediately. So when you listen more and ask positive questions, okay, the person will be the one doing the talking. Okay, he will be the one doing all of the talking, flowing well. You talk too much, you just talk less, and then you praise him on a few things. The fine comments he make. You thank him, praise him. How intelligent he is, how he's able to understand all these things. Why it is a common, allow him to flow. And then at the end of it all, let him be that at the end of it all, he is the one that I've seen great um, um, benefit from TBC, great opportunity in TBC. And he's the one that realized that, oh, he should have started with TBC. Why did he not start long? I remember when I spoke to one of my prospects then, and by the time I explained what TBC is and all about, and I explained some things I was following up on him, and I explained what he needed to know, give him the information he needed to know. It was like, wow, all this is happening, and you did not tell me. Is it? Should have told me long time ago. I was like, come on. If I should have told you long time ago, and I did not, okay, now I'm telling you. So why don't you start now so that you don't miss out? Why not start now so that you don't miss out? And he said, wow, it's true, it's true, it's true. This opportunity should not miss me. And he started immediately. Started immediately, collected a free wallet. I immediately paid for this wallet fee, and at the same time, he made an investment. So that is what happened. Because he felt that the information was too good for him that he didn't want to miss it. Okay. And even felt that it should have happened longer than that time I came to him. So you see, it is the way you put it, it is the way you carry yourself, your posture that will be able to make it work. So, like we said, ask the right kind of question and be a good listener. Don't try to talk too much. When you talk too much, you are painting the picture of TBC being a salesman business. Okay, that the people have to be salesmen before they are part of TBC. Some salesmen talk too much. So that's it. So you don't want to be like that. You don't want to do that. So the best thing for you to do is just do the best that you know you should be doing, which is what I just explained. I just brought out some key points here about five steps or five things that can help, that can guide you, that can help you guide your prospect to become TBCians. That is, become emotionally detached from the entire exercise, and then don't be assuming things. Don't assume who will start up and who would not, and judgmental, so to say. Um, Also, that assure, let the person see that you're him, and maybe that you're already doing that. Number four, be always prepared. I mentioned that that point cannot be overemphasized. Always be prepared to get to be ready when you always be prepared when you are talking to your prospects. Okay, so that if he decides to take action immediately, you will be there to close up the deal. Right. Then the lastly, ask questions and be ready to listen. Be a good listener. This is a very key point that can help you to succeed in helping your prospects become TBCian. So thank you very much. These are 5 key points that I have also that I know can help you in succeed. However, if even after applying these 5 points, as you are trying to help your prospect to become TBCian, and it didn't still seem to get the entire thing. It didn't see understand what you are talking about. It did not still understand because it feels you need more information, you need more education. Please feel free to schedule for another call, and then guide the person to get the right information he needs, the right answers to his questions. It is important. You owe him that. Okay, You owe him that. So try to fulfill it. That when you do your own part effectively, he will also do his own part. He will definitely, collect a free wallet and pay the wallet fee and invest. Now, the number we have of individuals who just join the community without a wallet fee will be reduced. Okay, we'll now begin to have individuals that will just collect a wallet fee, then collect a free wallet and pay for the wallet fee immediately and immediately. So it all boils down on how you play your game. So you've seen we've highlighted some of the things you should avoid, and then how you can focus on this on the positive aspect of it, so that your prospects can be guided to become TBCian. Thank you very much. My name remains Zik Ukam, and encourage you once again, subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell button for notification. I'm very glad you are here to watch the video. Please stay tuned so that sorry, the not say stay tuned, continue. When I say stay tuned, the channel is open. Just keep ready for a new video that will be coming on. Watch it as you have subscribed now. I believe you have done that. Did you? If not, please just channel so that you can be updated of the latest info on TBC and how you can succeed in your TBC business. So enjoy some good cash flow as you should be enjoying as a TBCian, the billionaire. And see you in my next video.